Okay, it's being recorded at the moment. Okay, the course is going to be recorded. Every single session is recorded and they are uploaded to the net. And because this is the last course we have during the day, probably not today. You probably not today will receive the link to watch the video, but maybe tomorrow during the day, you will receive a link where you will be able to watch the video of a class. This, of course, in case you miss the class or in case you want to review any of the topics. Now, since this course is intended for B2, this course will have many different topics, of course, but the majority of the topics you are going to cover are going to be based on the topics you will see in the exam. All right, and there we go. Let me start by explaining you a little bit about the exam, a little bit about the certification, and of course, a little bit more about the resources you're going to be using. First, let's get started by explaining very quickly about the Cenni, so you guys can have all that information. What is the Cenni? The Cenni is la Certificación Nacional de Nivel del Idioma, right? Now, there are three types of Cenni. Many people don't know that. I hope you all knew that. If not, here it is. There are three types of Cenni. There is one called Constancia Cenni. There is another one called Certificado Cenni. And there is another one called Diploma Cenni. All right? With what is the difference? Well, the difference is basically the vigency. For example, the constancia is going to be valid for only 1 year. The constancia, usually you receive it when you take an exam that is only one, two, or three skills. For example, when the exam is only listening, or only reading, or only writing, or only speaking, or when it is only listening and reading, or listening and writing, or listening and speaking. It can be any combination, but not the four skills. For example, the TOEFL certificate or the TOEFL exam is the TOEFL ITP, of course, it's a constancia set, right? And there are others like the Oxford Placement Test, like the Lingua Skills for one skills or two skills, and many others. The Certificado Cenni is for those exams who are the four skills, and it is valid for 5 years. So it doesn't matter that you have, for example, a Cambridge certificate that is valid all lifelong. No, it doesn't matter. If you have any certificate, Cenni, all Cenni certificates are 5 years, only 5 years. And then it's the Diploma Cenni. The Diploma Cenni is one more time for the people who has taken an examination of 4 skills, and in this case is valid for 10 years. Now, what do you need to do in order to get a diploma that is valid for 10 years, not 5, but 10 years? You need to get a C2 level. If you have a C2 level, you will not receive a certificate. You will receive a diploma, and the vigency will be 10 years. If you don't get C2, if you get B2 or C1, you get a certificate valid for 5 years. Well, anyhow, if you get B1 or A2, you will also get a certificate, but because the exam is for 4 skills. But well, those are the 3 different types of Cenni. With the exam you're going to take with us, you can get a certificate for 5 years, or you can get a diploma for 10 years. Okay, that's going to be up to your results. Okay, the exam goes from A1 level to C2 level, so you can get the diploma if you at the end can pass the exam with a very high score. Okay, now talking about that, what about the exam? What is the exam? How is the exam? How does the exam work? Well, here we can see that in order to get your Cenni, you need to take an examination. This examination or there are many different examinations that you can take. There is not only one Cenni exam. Actually, it doesn't exist an exam called Cenni. There are many exams. You take the exam, And once you have taken the exam, okay, we go to the Cenni and we make the tramit or your certificate, okay? The validation of your certificate. There are many different exams you can take from many different institutions. Actually, right here where it says Información Cenni, you click on Fichas Técnicas and you can find the list of institutions and exams that you can take. In this case, the exam you're going to take with us is this one that is called the GLCC English test. Okay, there are two things why you are taking this exam instead of the others. Well, first of all, I have to say that we have been using, or that actually we use many different exams. We use the Oxford exams, the Universal Accredited Services exams, the GLC, of course, ELCC, the Cambridge ones, the TOEFL ones, the San Diego ones. But we have found that these exams that you are going to take has a lot of advantages and almost no disadvantages. There is only one disadvantage that I'm going to tell you in a little bit. What are the advantages? Well, first of all, let me share with you something quickly. Where is it? Okay, what are the advantages? First of all, this exam is an American version. For example, in the exams from Cambridge and the exams from Oxford, the English sometimes is British, but this exam, no, this exam is American, which is a very good advantage because students are more familiar with American accent rather than with British accent. Okay, that's one of the advantages. The second advantage is that a very simple and easy to take platform. You just need to log into the platform through with your username and password, and you can easily answer the test. There's no a lot of inconvenience. Unfortunately, with, for example, some exams like linguist skills from Cambridge, we sometimes have problems because the person sometimes get confused and don't write their names properly, or think, or they click where they don't need to click. No, no, no. This is a very friendly platform that doesn't require you to know a lot about computing, right? Second, well, third, it's an online version. You take it online. You don't have to go to a place and take it on paper. The exam is supervised remotely. Remotely, there is a person that is checking the way you take the exam through Zoom, is monitoring. You have to have your camera open, your microphone open, and they are monitoring the way you're taking the exam. So that's the security you have, but also that's another good advantage because during the exam, you have someone who is there with you that in case you have a problem, that person can help you with any problem you might experience. If the electricity doesn't work, if the internet doesn't work, if you don't know how to answer something, you can ask this person and this person can help you at the moment so you don't have any problems there. Okay. What other thing is very important? Well, the exam is very simple to take. The different skills that it evaluates are not difficult. It evaluates the four skills: listening comprehension, reading comprehension, speaking, and writing. Okay. It's around, well, it's 60 different tasks, 60 tasks divided. Each of them are random. I mean, it's not the same exam per person. Every person has a different version of the exam. Sometimes you can have probably 5 listenings, and in the reading probably you can have 5 readings or 6 readings, and so it's different, but they are 60 different tasks to complete. All the tasks are, or well, the majority of the tasks are multiple choice, except for the tasks that are about writing, because in these tasks you need to write. Anyhow, you don't need to be very, how would I say, very nervous about writing, because you don't need to write a long paragraph. No, you will have to write probably some sentences or some words. Some of the tasks that you have in writing are about changing, for example, one sentence from an affirmative to negative, for an affirmative to question, or to answer some questions, or to complete some gaps, things like that. So you don't need to write a complete paragraph or a complete test, okay? In the part of listening, the audios are very short. Probably the maximum would be a minute or two. Some audios are shorter, probably 10 seconds, 5 seconds, especially the basic audios. Uh, you can repeat the audios as many times as you wish, as many times. You want to repeat the audios 10 times you can repeat the audio. So that's not a problem. In the case of the readings, some readings, the advanced readings are a little longer, the basic readings are very short. In the case of the speaking, well, you shouldn't be that worried about speaking because speaking is not assessed through an interview. Many students ask that, is there a person who interviews me on speaking? No, no. Actually, in the case of speaking, it evaluates your oral production just as an average of what you do in writing. In writing, sometimes you have some questions that you have to answer, and those questions that you answer written count for the speaking part. So you don't have to worry about recording yourself or being interviewed by the person. So those are some of the advantages of the exam. The exam starts in the very basic. So the first questions of the exam are very basic. What's your name? How old are you? The colors, the numbers, the days of the week, the months of the year. Very, very easy and simple. But the last questions of the exam are more difficult. So as you may imagine, in this course, you are not going to focus, or we are not going to focus on the basic part. No, you should already know this. You should already know the colors. You should already know your names. You should already know the numbers and the pronouns. No, we're not going to see that. We're going to focus on the intermediate and advanced part. You're going to focus on the topics that go from the last part of the test. Which topics are those? Well, especially the questions, so to neither either, the tenses, you will review them, but you will focus on the perfect tenses, present perfect, past perfect, the perfect modules, inverted word order. Uh, sorry, let me just mute Alberto. Welcome, Alberto. Okay, inverted word order. What else? I'm missing probably more, but those are the most important topics. Oh, conditionals, of course. I'm missing the conditionals, the embedded questions, the passive voice, the reported speech. Those topics are the ones that you're covered during the course, the ones that are advanced, okay? And the ones that are in the exam, of course. Some topics that are not included in the exam, well, are not, or the topics that are not in the exam are not in the course, okay? So except for the basic topics that are not in the exam, but because we assume you already know them, that's why you took an entry process. Okay, very good. Once you finish the course, you take the exam, all right? You decide what day you want to take the exam. The exams are to be taken on Tuesday and Saturday. You can take it Tuesdays or you can take it on Saturday. So we apply exams twice a week. The exams are in the morning, so they are at 9:45 a.m. If you cannot do it on Tuesday, you can do it on Saturday. If you don't want to do it this week or the week you finish the course, you can do it in another week. You have 4 weeks to take the exam, okay? So it's up to you, okay? It's gonna be up to you all the time. You decide when, and you decide the day and the time. All right, what else? Once you finish, okay, before you take the exam, you take 2 sample tests. One sample test, you take it with Mr. Jesus, who is the teacher that I'm going to introduce in a little bit. That sample test, you take it with him. He checks the exam with you. He tells you your mistakes, and you can see very well your level. So that way you can be more secure about the exam. The second exam, you take it on the platform, okay? You will receive an email. Let me show you. You will receive an email. Where is my mail? And the email comes from Aplicante. This is the email that you receive. Aplicante. Let me see the first one I received. Okay. Well, it's from this one. It's from Aplicante General Learning. Okay. You receive an email, and that email you need to upload some papers. What papers? Basically, your INE, a solicitud Cenni that they send you in PDF that you can edit online, and your court. Once you send your papers, your documents, you receive the email with your access to the exam. Okay. Once you have access to the exam, well, then you can go to the platform. This is my access to my exam. Then you go to the platform, and in the platform, you can take a second sample test. The second sample test right here, it says practice test, and you take this practice test, and this practice test gives you a very good idea too about your English level, but it also gives you a very good idea about how the exam looks like. It's a shorter exam. It has only 10 questions, but you know, it's a good exercise for you to know your level, and it's a good exercise also for you to get to know the exam, how the exam is. I really recommend this because this way you can know how the exam will be. And I have noticed, but this is just between you and me, I have noticed that some of the questions in the practice test are repeated in the real exam. So it's really recommendable. All right. What else? Well, once you finish the exam, you just need to wait for your results. Your results will get to you in about 5 to 10 days. 5 to 10 days. You receive another email, and in this email, you receive your results. Your results, it's a sheet of paper like this that I received. This is mine. And well, it tells you your scores. For example, here is the score. It tells you the score. Tells you the score. Well, it's right here, right? You can see it right here. It tells you the general score, and it tells you the scores per skill. And then it tells you also, you know, a description of the level. And then that's it. You don't need to do anything else. After you receive your scores, you just need to wait in order to receive your Cenni, okay? You receive your Cenni. How long does it take to receive your Cenni? It takes around 15 days, around 15 days. You receive another email that it tells you that your Cenni is ready, and it gives you also a link where you can download the Cenni. Okay, let me show you. Okay, for example, this is mine that it says my Cenni is ready, and then you can download your Cenni. You click on the link, and then you can download it. You can download it with the information there, or you can download it with your name here where it says búsqueda avanzada. Okay, there you just type your name, and that's it. Over there you can download your Cenni. And that's practically it. That's practically it. We also recommend that whenever you get your Cenni, you can print it on an opalina paper. And that's practically it. Where with that you finish the process. Well, so far I have explained about the exam. I have explained about the Cenni and a little bit about the course. I'm just missing to tell you more about extra resources that we're gonna give you. But before I go to that part, which is the last part, I wanna ask you if you have any doubts or any questions about the exam, about the Cenni, etc. For example, this is my last Cenni. You can see here on the date, the one that says about global learning, and it's for 10 years because it was a diploma. One more time, you can also get it for 10 years. That's going to be about your results. Hopefully, here we have people who get C2. That would be awesome. Okay. It's taking a little bit to download it, but in the meanwhile, I don't know if anyone has any doubts, any questions.
No, no yet. Maybe it's going to appear in
Later.
yes. Thank you, teacher.
All right, very good. So you can see, well, here you have your names, date, corp, expedition day, the day, well, the agency in this case, the results, and well, that's practically it. This is a Cenni. Mhm. Anybody else? Any other doubt? Any other question? Mhm.
Well, I have some kind of questions because I was having I
Yeah,
was
I know
struggling
you were having
to
troubles.
come on
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
So did I miss something important since I came into the class?
Um, I don't know. Did you hear about the exam?
Yeah, yeah, I heard about it.
You heard about how the exam is and everything?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's the most important. Mhm.
Okay, very
I
nice.
mean, all
That's
of this
good.
information is a lot of information. I'm not expecting you to remember everything.
Yeah,
When
sure.
you finish the course, you will receive instructions, okay? You will receive an email that will tell you to upload to send your INE, to send your core, to send your solicitud. Then you will receive another email to take a placement test, sorry, the practice test. Then you will receive another email to schedule your exam. I mean, it's going to be little by little. Right now, it's just in general for you guys to be more aware about what you are expecting to take. But I don't know. Anybody else has any other doubt? Yep. All right. Well, something else that is important, it's about Cambridge LMS that Luis Arabia, who is the person who enrolled you, will share with you probably today or probably he already has. The LMS is the platform from Cambridge University. This platform is not that it's mandatory, that all of you have to do it, that if you don't do it, you don't get the exam. No, this is an extra resource, okay? This is for you to practice more. Of course, if you get more practice, besides the classes, besides the homework, besides everything, you have more chances to get a better score on the exam. So the platform is very easy to use. It's very, very easy to use. Let me see. Here, for example, I'm going to log into Cynthia's platform. And the only thing that you have to do is to type your name and the password. Luis is going to give you your name and password, your username and password. If something appears, you just click on accept. And then if it is in my learning, if it is in my learning, you don't find anything in my learning. You need to be on my teaching. Here, my teaching. Here is where you will find the courses. There are two courses that I have uploaded for you. One that is called Grammar for the Teachers, Language Awareness. In this, in order to take it, you need to click on Content. And when you click on Content, you will see all the topics. Here, you just need to click on Show All in the topic you want to take, and you need to click on the topic, on the activity, okay? Introduction, any activity you want to take, okay? And that's the way you can start practicing, okay? It's a very good resource. Usually, these courses are about 3,000 to 5,000 pesos. So the whole platform, it's about 6 to 10,000 pesos. For you, it's for free. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have the chance, take it, use it, take advantage of this resource that we are giving you for free. Okay, the idea is that you practice, the idea is that you get more resources, the idea is that you have a better score. Well, when you finish, just click on logout and that's it. All right. Besides the platform, Mr. Jesus Jimenez, who is right here, he is going to be your teacher. Mr. Jesus also will share with you more material he will send you. He will share material with you from the course, for homework, for many different things. So Mr. Jesus is a very experienced teacher that I trust a lot. He has all the knowledge, he has the level, he has been training the students on this. It's not the first course he's giving for Cenni, and I'm pretty sure that you guys are gonna have excellent resource and that he will support you and back you up on anything you may need. Well, I don't want to steal more time from your class. For me, that's it. I don't know if anyone has any other questions. Well, this is the time. If you have questions later, and I mean, like someone said, like probably questions come later, not a problem. You can ask to Mr. Jesus and he will certainly ask me and receive an answer as soon as possible. Okay. If there are no more doubts or questions, well, I'll let Mr. Jesus to continue with the class. Alberto wants to say something, I guess.
Yeah. I just have one question. How
Yes,
long
yes,
do we
yes.
have to use the platform, the LMS platform?
It's a year long.
It's
You
a
can
year
use
long.
it for the
Okay.
whole year. Yes,
Thank you.
it's a year open. It doesn't have you will have no problems. You can use it. Actually, you can use it after the end, of course, not a problem.
Thank you.
All right. Well, seems no more doubts, Mister. So they are all yours.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thanks to you. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a
Thank you.
wonderful evening. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mister.
Thank
Goodbye.
you, sir.
Teacher.
Have a great night.
You too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Are you ready?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah? Do you
Yeah.
have any questions, guys?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Okay.
No questions.
No,
Perfect.
not yet.
Well, today we're going to continue. We're going to start, I'm sorry, with a very practical, very fast class reviewing some things that they should be basics, but it's going to be a little fast. So the purpose is to have fun. So I hope you like it. Can you tell me if you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
All right, let's talk about social networks, okay? And speed friending, getting to know each other. What do you guys see in the picture?
People at school, I guess.
It looks like at school, huh? Do they look like students?
Yes.
Maybe college students.
Yes.
Maybe college students. Awesome. Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, I do.
Would you like to meet more new friends?
It depends.
Yes.
To be honest, it depends.
Depends. Yes, absolutely. We have different opinions. That's good. Would you like to attend a speed friending event?
Not really. I'm not into those things.
Awesome. What about you, Mari Carmen? Antonio, Cynthia, Adriana, Rocio.
I'm not sure. What is it about? So.
Excellent. What is this about? What is it?
Yes.
I can tell that Alberto is very, well, he knows what these things are. But let's check, look quickly. What is a speed friending event? What's a speed friending event? Why do people go there? What do you have to do there? These questions are answered in this small audio. So let's just listen to it and check. Are you ready?
Yes.
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 Make new friends and network fast. These days, we live life in the fast lane. We insist on fast food, quick service, high-speed downloads, instant messaging, and immediate responses. So why should we spend time making new friends? At a speed friending event, you have just a few minutes to ask and answer questions before moving on to the next person. If you find people you'd like to get to know better, you can contact them after the event. Here are the kinds of questions that people ask. 1. How do you like to spend your free time? 2. What music are you listening to these days? 3. What was your most valuable possession as a child? And now? 4. Can you say no to chocolate? 5. When did you last stay out after midnight? Where were you? 6. Who's your favorite celebrity? 7. Have you ever won a prize or a contest? 8. What word describes you best?
All right, guys. So just as we are. Between yourselves, between your partners and your classmates, go ahead and ask and answer these questions. And base your answers on what you heard on the audio, please.
You mean that we have to say, for example, what is my hobby, or what is, if I can say no to the chocolate? You mean
Actually,
that?
no, that's part of the context of the speed friending event. But what is a speed friending event?
It is when you go to a kind of meeting with more people that you don't ever know never, and you ask questions to them to try to make new friends, to meet new people, and you start making quickly questions and answers as soon as you can to be the more honest you can be. So if you like people, you can actually contact them later the event to go to the party, to go to a date, to whatever you want to do with them.
Good. So that's a speed friending event.
Okay, I got
Why?
it. I got it. The
Yeah.
idea.
Why do people go there?
In the cafeteria, no? For
I'm sorry?
example, what's a speed friendly event? And maybe when we are in the school, we go to the cafeteria and we introduce ourselves, each other. I think so.
No, actually, a speed friending event, it's an organized, a specific event to
They
meet
go there
new
because
people.
they
And
go
then-
there because they want to meet new people.
Yes. Why do people
I,
go
I
there?
have I have a funny answer. Do you want to hear
Yes, go
it?
right ahead, mister.
You go there because you just broke up with your ex, and you actually forgot
Yes.
about all your friends, and they never call you back.
Okay,
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
It can happen. Yeah. What do you have to do there?
Well, like Alberto says, to be honest about your answers and to meet the other guys as soon as possible. I mean, very, very soon, because I think they have just a short time to speak, and maybe,
Correct.
right, and maybe you have to speak more than, or listen whatever you want to know from some guys that I think they're gonna be there.
Yes, absolutely. So can you tell me what type of questions do people ask there?
Maybe the phone, because I think we have to get in touch after the speaking.
So what kind of questions? What type of questions? Can you give me like an example?
What's your name? What is your cell phone number? Cell phone?
Yeah, continue.
What is your Facebook site?
What is your what?
I forget your username in Facebook?
Your Facebook. I'm sorry.
nick.
Yes.
Yes,
Nick.
and what else? Email, maybe.
Maybe
But
the interesting.
Yeah, their interest, right? Because the
Yeah.
personal
Yes.
information, you ask for it if you're interested in continue to talk to these people. But before you know if you're interested, what do you know? What do you do? What do you ask?
What do you do? Where do you work? What are your hobbies? What are you interested in? Do you have any pets? What's your favorite pet? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite song? Your favorite artist? Your favorite music?
Perfect. Now, this audio comes with a text. Let's check the text. And it's right here. And this is the same audio. So go ahead and listen and read at the same time, please.
Make new friends and network fast. These days, we live life in the fast lane. We insist on fast food, quick service, high-speed downloads, instant messaging, and immediate responses. So why should we spend time making new friends? At a speed friending event, you have just a few minutes to ask and answer questions before moving on to the next person. If you find people you'd like to get to know better, you can contact them after the event. Here are the kinds of questions that people ask. 1. How do you like to spend your free time?
There. So what's a speed friending event?
A
What-
fast
what
event
is-
when you
An event?
meet new people.
Even if you
An
have a few
event.
minutes.
An event where you have just a few minutes to ask and answer questions
Before you
Before
choose the
moving
place.
to the next person. Yes?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Why do people go there?
To
Because they
make
don't
new
have
To
friends.
make new
time.
friends.
To make new
To
To make new
yes.
friends, and because we insist on fast everything,
food.
right?
Yes.
We want fast food, quick service, high-speed downloads, instant messaging. So we want immediate responses. So we want fast friends. Okay. What do people do there? What do people have to do there? Ask and answer questions.
Yes, a short questions, maybe to get involved in a certain interest.
Yeah, so what type of questions? Well, free time activities, interests, maybe personal, a little more personal information.
I think would be good personal information because it's when you make the click with the person. So you make
Yes.
that's
That's an
important.
interesting term when you make a
Yes.
click. That's nice.
Uh-huh.
Perfect, guys. So let's see, guys. I'm gonna set my timer. All of us have only 2 minutes to ask as many questions as we can in 2 minutes. And my phone is sometimes slower than that. So there, we have 2 minutes. Are you ready?
So do we have to ask each other
No,
questions?
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Ask us specifically to a person.
Yep, I will
very
ask
nice.
specifically.
Ah,
Are you
okay.
ready?
Very nice. Very nice.
All right,
Okay.
number
Yes,
one,
sir.
and we'll start. Number one, Alberto, how do you like to spend your free time, mister?
Playing video games and watching my pet do some stuff.
Very good. Adriana,
Yes.
what was your most valuable possession as a child?
Oh my goodness. I don't have any possessions that I remember.
That's
No?
sad.
And
Mm.
now? And now?
Maybe my wedding ring, I guess.
Very nice. Very good. Okay, thank you. Antonio,
Yeah.
Yes.
what word describes you best?
Well, I think for me is the teaching because I'm really involved in that with my students, and I spend a lot of time to getting a new ideas, get information to when I go there with them to try to share all this knowledge with them.
Awesome. Thank you, mister. Thank you very much. Rocio,
Okay.
what music are you listening to these days?
What music? Well, I'm listening to band music
Okay.
and also English. Okay.
Very nice. Thank you. Mari Carmen, who's
Yes.
your favorite celebrity?
Was Madonna and Tina Turner. I love them.
Very
Because-
nice. Yeah,
Yes,
continue.
thank you. No, that's all.
All right, thank you. And Adriana.
Again?
Oh, who didn't ask? Cynthia. I didn't ask Cynthia then, right? Or Rocio. Who am I missing?
Yes, me,
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Okay, Cynthia. When did you last stay out after midnight?
Maybe on a bar, drinking with my friends, dancing.
When?
When I think that last weekend on
Okay,
Saturday.
there you go. There you go. So you had some finish. Time's up, and we finished all of you. Thank you very much, guys. That was very good. We're going to do it again, and you guys are going to go into smaller sessions, and you guys are going to make the questions and answer the questions. Okay.
Okay.
But before we do that, let's continue.
Yeah.
Take turns asking and answer. We're going to see and review the verb tenses. in general, we have 12 verb tenses. We have more, but right now, let's just only stick to these. These tenses, past and present, and simple continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So we have simple past, simple present, continuous past or continuous present, past perfect, present perfect, past perfect continuous, and present perfect continuous. And the examples are right here. Simple past, I studied English yesterday. Simple present, I study English. Past continuous, I was studying English. Present continuous, I am studying English, and so forth, right? And the last one, the present perfect continuous, I have been studying English. Now, of all of these verb tenses, we also have questions. We have the information questions and the yes, no questions. So on the information side, we have, how's your English class this year? Is it fun? Now, what tense is this?
Simple present.
Simple present.
Is it simple present? All right, this book has it as the present of be. And let's continue with the next one. Where was your mother born? Were both your parents born here?
Simple past.
Simple past.
Simple past
Best to be.
or past of be. Yes.
Yeah.
What about how often do your parents call you? Does
Simple
everyone in your
present.
family have a cell phone?
Yes, simple present, do and does have the information with address, frequency address, no?
Frequency where the frequency of
Okay, so we have simple present, that's right. And the next one, what time did you get up today? Did you get up early?
Simple
is that?
past,
simple past.
where
Past.
do
Next.
this. Simple present,
It's present
continuous.
continuous. Present
Present
continuous.
continuous. Next.
Past continuous.
Past
And past
continuous.
continuous.
Yes, next.
Perfect
Uh,
continuous.
Present
Present
perfect.
perfect.
Present perfect continuous.
Present perfect. There you go, present perfect. Which cities have you been to?
Means.
Has your family ever lived abroad?
Ah, yes.
Yes, and the next one.
Yes,
Yes, that one is present
the
perfect.
present perfect continuous.
Yes.
Yes, present perfect continuous. And the last one.
It's simple present again.
Present sim- Suggestions.
Sure, but
Suggestion.
the difference with this,
Suggestions.
We're using models.
that's right,
Right.
model.
Models, yes.
Model
Should
verb.
I
Modal
can.
verbs.
Perfect. We have the same tenses with different, I'm sorry, a little variance on the structure. Who and what can be the subject of an information question. They take a singular verb. So the information question, who, is the subject of the verb. Who sits next to you in class? And this information question that takes the place of the
Question.
subject, it's given a verb as a singular subject. Who sits? Who sits next to you in class? And this is simple present.
Simple present.
Simple present.
Yes, and the next one is what? What made, what, the information question what, is the subject of the verb made. What made you decide to study English? And this is in simple past. And sometimes phrases can be the subject. What word, and this phrase stands for one subject. What word, and it takes the verb of a singular noun, describes.
Yeah.
What word describes you best? Or which cities? In this case, we already have
It's a plural.
the plural
Yeah.
specification. Which cities? So the verb is in plural. Which cities are the most beautiful? Now, these are very interesting questions right here. So I'm gonna take as I'm gonna send you this image to the WhatsApp, and you guys are gonna go into smaller sessions and ask and answer.
Sure.
Okay, now let's see. Perfect. Let's see, Antonio, Cynthia, and Rocio, please don't go. Please, the invitation is going to be sent because when I click it, it's going to send an invitation to everybody. But I would like Antonio, Cynthia, and Rocio to remain on the main session so you ask and answer these questions and it stays recorded, okay? And Adriana, Alberto, and Mari, please click on the invitation so you guys can go to another room and you guys can ask and answer these questions. Okay?
Great, great.
All right, go ahead and click on the Adriana, Alberto, and Mari. Please click on the invitation. And the image is on the WhatsApp group now. Okay, do you see it?
In my WhatsApp?
Yes, in the WhatsApp.
Yes.
Perfect. Please go ahead and ask and answer. Now,
How's your English now?
before you do that, yeah, Cynthia, are you working on a computer?
Yes.
Can you please share your screen? Can you open the WhatsApp image on your computer and then share your screen so everybody can see it, please?
But I have my WhatsApp on my cell phone.
You don't have it on your computer?
Let me see.
Somebody else can do it. Rocio or Antonio can do
Yes,
it.
I have my WhatsApp in the computer. So what do you want me to do?
Open the image on the WhatsApp in your computer. And once it's open, go back to Zoom and share your screen or your tab with the WhatsApp image. Can you do that?
Yes. You want me to share with you?
Yes, with us in the presentation.
Okay. Where's my WhatsApp? Is it correct?
It's loading, so let's wait a couple of seconds.
All right.
There, now we see your WhatsApp. Now, can you click on the image?
It said English access. It's inviting you. All right.
No, on the image, on the Curso Cenni 0621. Okay, I think
if you want, I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Please do it.
Okay. This one? Can you see the image?
It's loading. It's loading. Let's wait for it. Yes, there it is. Go ahead, ladies. Go ahead. Start asking and answering. And Antonio will come in shortly, okay? He will be back. Now, I'm going to go visit the other group. I will be right back with you guys, okay?
Okay. So how's your English class this year?
Sorry?
How's your English class this year?
House, it was, I think it was interesting and funny.
Okay, can you ask me the second question?
Okay, where was your mother born?
Okay, my mother born in Matamoros City. How often do your parents call you?
How often? Okay, they call me Nena.
Is it correct, this one?
Antonio, okay.
Yes. But I
Antonio,
think yes.
what time did you get up today?
I got up at 5:30. No, 5:50.
Oh my God.
Yes. And you?
6 a.m.
Oh, okay, great. Rosia, are you answering?
Okay, I got up at 8 a.m.
Okay, okay.
So next questions. Why are you studying English? Antonio or Cynthia?
I
Okay.
am studying because I want to get a better job,
Oh, like me.
Yes.
like everyone.
Yes, that's
Okay.
why. In the school that I work, they made me a proposition about to get in 6 hours, 6 English class hours. So I need the V12. That's why.
Yeah, they ask you for this level, no?
Yes, I have the certification, but I didn't have the level, so I need to work on it.
Okay, yes, that's the same for me. I want. Okay, the next question. Where were you living in 2010? Cynthia?
I live in Matamoros, Tamaulipas, and yes, there.
Okay, Antonio?
I live in the state of Mexico.
Uh-huh.
It calls Colonia Impulsora. Where do you live, Rocio?
Me, well, I'm living in the same place. I am from Ayala, Morelos,
All right.
and I've been living here in 2000. Okay,
Okay.
so the next, which cities
Where?
have you been to, Antonio?
Okay. Just I've been traveling here in the Mexican Republic. I've been, I don't know, Los Cabos, Sinaloa, Los Mochis, Guerrero, Acapulco, Veracruz, yes, Oaxaca, Yucatan. And you, Rocio?
Okay, I've been in Mexico City, Cuernavaca, Morelos, and here in Cuautla.
All right.
Okay, you, Cynthia?
Cynthia?
I have been in Cancun, Acapulco, Cuernavaca, and Mississippi, San Antonio,
Oh,
South
great.
Island, South Island, Padre, here in Brownsville, Texas.
Very good.
Good.
Okay, continue, Rocio, with the questions.
Okay. How long have you been studying English, Antonio?
Oh, well, I started when I was 18 years old, but now I think I got been studying, well, I'm sorry, I've been studying more or less 30 years. And in sometimes I stop and then I started again.
Okay.
Yes, me too. But I think that I have been studying like 3 years.
Oh, great. But the opportunity to be in the States, I think it's really nice, isn't it?
Yes, to continue learning is the most
Oh,
important thing.
Yes.
right. You've been traveling, I'm sorry, you've been traveling because you were working in the States or just for fun?
Just for fun.
All right.
Oh.
I love to travel.
Oh, great.
Great. Okay. So
Very nice. Hello again. Nice to meet
Hello.
you guys. Long time no
Nice to meet
see.
Welcome back, everybody. So how was the activity?
to
Good.
ask questions.
It was fun.
We didn't have enough time.
I
Yes.
know. Time
We want to
is
speak a
always-
lot.
Yes, time is always the little issue. Now, I'm going to take advantage of this moment to tell you guys, we don't have class on Fridays, okay? Our
Okay.
classes are only Mondays through Thursdays. Now, if you have the opportunity, the chance, and the time to open up in your schedule about 10 to 20 minutes on Fridays, get connected, get together, at least two of you get together on Friday and finish the activities, the speaking activities we don't finish in class.
All right, that will be good.
For
Very
example,
nice. That's good.
in this activity, did you finish all the questions?
No.
No.
No. All right, so that will be the first of many. And on Friday, if you can get together with at least one classmate, do it and finish the activities, the speaking
definitely.
activities.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, another thing before we continue is that all of the activities that we have, not only speaking, but also discovering and answering and completing and everything, it's always teamwork. Okay, so
Yes.
if you have a problem with one topic or one grammar lesson or one activity that we have to finish, you can always get in contact with one of your classmates and work in teams, whether in
Okay.
class, outside of class, before class, during class, at any time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Very nice. Yeah, very good.
I'm not saying that you can't ask me. Yes, ask me anytime, but I'm not the only one. You can also team up with your classmates, okay?
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Excellent. So let's continue. There. Now, write 6 interesting questions you'd like to ask at a speed friending event. 6 interesting questions in different tenses. Now, let's have a time limit because we don't have a lot of time. And you notice that we need more time. So how about 6 questions in 4 minutes? Can you do that?
Okay. Do you want in the chat?
No, in your notebook.
What? How many tenses shall we use?
As many as you can. You can use all different, or at least don't repeat one tense too many times. I mean, you can do 2 questions in the same tense. It's okay.
Excuse me, can it be yes, no questions or the other ones, like information?
Yes, it could be information questions or yes, no questions. It's okay. Just think of 6 interesting questions to ask and try to use different tenses. So go ahead. I'm gonna set the clock for 4 minutes. Begin. I'm gonna pause the video and I'll start recording again in 4 minutes. Yes, so you need to have it handy because you guys are going to ask and answer. Now let's take a look at this. Everybody has their questions, right?
Yes.
Cynthia, Adriana,
Yes.
Mari Carmen,
How many?
whatever you have. You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever
I
you
have 4.
Perfect. That's good. That's great.
Okay.
So we're going to do our own speed training event. You're going to go into sessions, ask and answer 1 question, okay?
Yes.
Great.
Okay, ask a question, answer a question, ask a question and answer a question. This time we're going to go in pairs.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Again, in 2 minutes. And when 2 minutes are up, I'm gonna change you, okay? And we're going to switch only 3 times. At the end of the 3 times, we'll see what we have, okay?
All right.
And this time, everybody click on the invitation. Everybody go, all right?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, go. All right, guys, you are back. And I noticed you didn't want to come back, huh?
Yes, we knowing each other.
We were having a good chat.
Yes, that's good to know. All right, so where we left off was writing the 6 interesting questions. Yes, you were to write your questions and then think of different questions. An example was, how often do you go out with your friends? You know, just a common question, simple. You went on sessions and you asked your questions, and now everybody got a chance to talk to 3 different classmates, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, all right. Now, did you make new friends?
Yes, I did.
Well, yes.
Yes, yes.
To be honest, I
I
didn't
think
like my
so.
classmates.
Oh my goodness. Perhaps you need a couple more
I
minutes.
think
You're a picky man. You're a picky man of the club.
I
That
was
has
just
a-
kidding. Don't worry about it.
Yes, I know it.
Go ahead, Adriana.
I think later we will have to go and meet the places that our classmates are living currently.
Yeah, that would be
Yes,
nice.
that's a very good idea.
Or we could just hang out in Zoom one night get some beers and let's just chat around, you know.
That's what the teacher said, maybe on Friday, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Friday.
good.
We
That
need
should
more
be good.
time.
Okay, now what are they like? What are your new friends like? Fun, friendly, shy?
Funny.
Funny, they are funny.
Interesting person.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very nice.
They're good people.
Good people, perfect. Now we're going to check the story of this girl. This girl's name is Tanya. Tanya is describing people she met at a speed training event. Who do you think she will get in touch with again? Who won't she contact? And say what? The first thing we're going to do is listen to the audio, listen to her, and check the names. The first thing we're gonna do is check the names. Then,
Alright.
after the names, if we can, we'll check the personalities of these people. And then, if we can, we'll check who do you think she will get in contact with again and who she won't get in contact with again. Are you ready?
Yes.
What can I say? Greg wasn't very talkative, and when he did talk, he seemed kind of narrow-minded. I thought Kayla was kind of aggressive, you know, a little too pushy for me. I bet she can be a pain at times. Victor sounded really, you know, self-confident, but in a nice way, not at all arrogant, and he was interested in my answers. Lauren was very intelligent, but she seemed kind of eccentric, you know, a little weird but fun. Ricky seemed really sweet and thoughtful, but a little too sensitive maybe. He got a little touchy about some of the questions. Emma was very open-minded and relaxed about things, pretty laid back. And she had a good sense of humor. We laughed a lot.
There. So go ahead, guys. Among yourselves, share your opinions. What are the names of these 6 people?
I just catch Victor, I think.
Okay, Victor. Guys, what do you
It
think?
was a kind of difficult to get the names. Kale,
I have
Lane,
Victor,
I don't know.
Laura, Reggie, and Emmy. It's correct.
Regine, Annie,
I
Lana,
got
and Robert.
4.
I
I
have
got 4.
five names. Kiel, Victor, Laura, Reggie, and Emmy. It's correct.
It
Let's
was
do it all
Victor.
together.
It was
We
Victor.
need to write.
It was Victor, Ricky, Kale,
Hmm.
not in that order, and Emil, but I'm not sure the other 2.
All right. You don't know the
I
order,
have
it's
issues
all
with
right.
my yeah, I have issues with my earphones. I think I gotta get new ones.
Right. I
All right,
think
so
so.
let's-
Kim
Or
is a-
maybe are not just the earphones, but I just may need new ears.
So if you don't have the order, let's just go over the names that you have. What names do you have?
Kiel,
Okay.
The first one was
Kale was the second.
Kale. No, he was the first one. Kale, or something
Kale?
like that.
Kim or Kale?
Kim?
Kim, okay. Kim. I think I hear
Kim.
Kim.
All right, good. Next.
He's aggressive. She's
Lady.
aggressive.
Kim is aggressive.
Victor,
Kim is aggressive.
All right, next.
I hear that. Roberto, Beto, something like this.
Beto?
Victor, no.
I hear that.
I wasn't there. I wasn't
Confidence.
there. Don't
He's a
blame me.
confident. He's a confidence.
Or can we hear it again? Maybe we have a second
Yes.
chance.
Yes, we will. We will repeat again, but let's check what we have. Only what we have. What's next?
I have Lane.
Victor?
He was eccentric.
What's the name?
Lane, I think Lane or I don't know. Never mind. Forget it.
Lana.
Lane?
Lana? Lane or
Lara.
I don't know.
What is
It's okay.
intelligent? He's intelligent.
I heard he was
Intelligent.
eccentric.
Regine.
I heard-
Regine is eccentric.
Regine?
Regine.
Eccentric.
Yes.
Okay. What else? What else do you
And
have?
Emmy
Emmy,
is open mind. She's an open mind woman.
Open mind.
Something like this.
Yeah, something like that. We are missing one.
Victor.
Victor.
I don't know. I never heard Victor.
Victor. All right. Now let's listen again. This second time, let's go over the names again, and let's also pay attention to the personalities. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes.
What can I say? Greg wasn't very talkative, and when he did talk, he seemed kind of narrow-minded. I thought Kayla was kind of aggressive, you know, a little too pushy for me. I bet she can be a pain. Victor sounded really, you know, self-confident, but in a nice way. Not at all arrogant.
Guys, we have a lot of background noise.
We cannot.
What happened?
Yeah, can somebody with background noise let us listen to the audio, and then you can turn the microphone? Or let's turn off our microphones, and when the audio is finished, we open our microphones again, okay? So let's listen again.
What can I say? Greg wasn't very talkative, and when he did talk, he seemed kind of narrow-minded. I thought Kayla was kind of aggressive, you know, a little too pushy for me. I bet she can be a pain at times. Victor sounded really, you know, self-confident, but in a nice way, not at all arrogant, and he was interested in my answers. Lauren was very intelligent, but she seemed kind of eccentric, you know, a little weird but fun. Ricky seemed really sweet and thoughtful, but a little too sensitive, maybe. He got a little touchy about some of the questions. Emma was very open-minded and relaxed about things, pretty laid back. And she had a good sense of humor. We laughed a lot.
Okay, you can open your microphones again.
Yes. Victor is the second person.
Victor is the second person?
No,
Yes.
the third one.
The third one.
Third one.
Victor is the third. What I got, it was
Victor is confident.
Craig.
Victor is
was the
confident.
first
Craig.
one.
He's the second person.
Craig is the first one. Craig.
Craig was not talkative and narrow-minded.
Never
And
mind.
Cenni?
Yes, Craig
Correct?
is never-minded.
Craig. The first one,
Craig.
Craig.
Oh, what's
And the first
Craig?
one. Okay.
Yeah, the first one. I
Craig
guess.
is
Him.
Not talkative and narrow-minded.
not
Never
talking.
mind. Mhm.
And then Creel is the second one and is aggressive.
It's
He was
aggressive.
aggressive.
Yeah, I think it's Kale.
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 Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
Kale.
It's Kim.
It's Kale. C-A-L-E.
All right.
I
And I know.
Aggressive.
I also
Mr.
heard
CLA?
Kale.
What did
K
you say, Mr.?
K
Okay.
K-A-L-E.
Yeah,
L-E.
it could be both K or C.
Yeah.
He's aggressive and pushy, a pain at times.
Okay. Next,
Then Victor.
Laura is
Victor.
weird but fun.
number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Laura
Mm,
is
weird,
weird but
weird.
fun.
Laura.
She's eccentric.
Weird.
It's eccentric.
But
yes.
fun.
Eccentric.
Well, and it's eccentric.
Eccentric. Okay. Have fun. Yeah.
The number
Uh-huh.
5,
Ricky?
I have
Ricky?
Reggie or Ricky.
Ricky.
Reggie.
Reggie or
I think
Ricky?
Reggie. I think Reggie.
Reggie is sweet and sensitive.
Sensitive.
Yes.
Reggie, something like that. Reggie.
Yeah,
Reggie,
I
sweet.
guess.
Sweet.
Sweet and sensitive.
Sensitive.
But he got touchy by the answers.
Touchy, I think like that. All right. What about number 6?
Emily. Emmy or
Emmy.
Emily?
Emmy. Ami, no? Ami. No?
Emmy.
Ami?
Ami.
Is open-minded and good sense of
Sense
humor.
of humor.
Yes, sense of
And
humor.
he's also very relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And it has good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Good sense of humor. Perfect.
Mhm.
All right, now it's right there. I'm gonna take all of the text out of the screen so you guys can see it. But I suggest you read and listen at the exact same time. Okay?
Mhm.
Don't go over, don't go further than the audio, and don't stay behind. Go at this, on the same sequence as the audio. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
What can I say? Greg wasn't very talkative, and when he did talk, he seemed kind of narrow minded. I thought Kayla was kind of aggressive, you know, a little too pushy for me. I bet she can be a pain at times. Victor sounded really, you know, self confident, but in a nice way, not at all arrogant, and he was interested in my answers. Lauren was very intelligent, but she seemed kind of eccentric, you know, a little weird but fun. Ricky seemed really sweet and thoughtful, but a little too sensitive.
I'm sorry, guys. My mouse is full of ants. I apologize.
What can I say? Greg wasn't very talkative, and when he did talk, he seemed kind of narrow minded. I thought Kayla was kind of aggressive, you know, a little too pushy for me. I bet she can be a pain at times. Victor sounded really, you know, self confident, but in a nice way, not at all arrogant, and he was interested in my answers. Lauren was very intelligent, but she seemed kind of eccentric, you know, a little weird but fun. Ricky seemed really sweet and thoughtful, but a little too sensitive, maybe. He got a little touchy about some of the questions. Emma was very open-minded and relaxed about things, pretty laid back. And she had a good sense of humor. We laughed a lot.
There are the answers. What do you think? Did you get something correct?
No.
Yes, you did. You got a lot correct. Okay, so Greg, actually. So that's good. Talkative. There you go. Not talkative.
I
Never
think
mind
we're
it.
missing on the names.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Everybody
Names
knows.
are really difficult. You always have to ask for the spelling to get
This
them
is
correctly.
actually, this audio is used in many different workshops for us teachers in our school. But the main objective of this little activity is to tune up our listening. Okay, so don't worry if you didn't get it all 100%. You're still getting a very good amount of practice. Okay.
Okay.
So Victor, you got Victor, perfect. Confident, yes, there you go. Kale, aggressive, yes. Pushy, a pain, perfect. Lauren, not Laura, huh? Lauren, yeah. There are always a little bit of stresses and intonations that make the difference. Eccentric but fun, I wrote with an X. Reggie, Ricky.
And I heard it correctly. It was Ricky.
Very good. Sensitive and touchy. Sweet, thoughtful, yes. And the last one is Emma, open-minded, relaxed, good sense of humor. Very good, guys. Perfect. Now we are finished for today. We're not finished with the lesson. We have quite a couple of activities, but I think I'm gonna leave this as homework so we can move a little faster, okay? This screen right here that I have for you, I'm gonna share it on the WhatsApp group, and all you gotta do is in your notebook, complete the chart. Yes, I like people who are open-minded, intelligent.
Okay.
Yes, outgoing. I don't like people who are narrow-minded.
Do we have to send them back on by WhatsApp?
No, actually, this is for us to work a little faster tomorrow.
Very good.
Right.
Only. Yes, only to finish the activity a little faster only so we can move on to the next activity.
All right.
Yes?
Yes.
Very nice.
All right. And again, of course, this will be a speaking activity. So when you finish this, you're going to go in sessions and you're going to share your chart. Ask and answer questions with your classmates about this. All right, guys? So for now, I'm going to send these to the WhatsApp group, and then we'll go from there, okay? Other than that, we are finished for today. How was the class, guys?
Yeah, it was good.
Do you have any
Excellent.
questions?
No?
No.
No?
Questions? No.
All right. I hope you
No,
don't mind. We went over 7 minutes.
No,
I
it's
try
fine.
not to let this happen, but sometimes it happens.
All right, don't worry.
It's
okay.
okay.
All right.
Fine.
Excellent.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, guys?
Oh, very nice.
Not now.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. If there are no
Thank
questions,
you.
No,
have a great
see you.
night.
Thank you.
I will see you tomorrow.
Have a
Okay.
great night, you
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
So much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye, bye.
Good night, everybody.